Welcome to senior night. We begin with number 25, Preston Westcott. Preston is the son of Keith Westcott and Melissa Westcott. He is in his first year of soccer. To his underclassmen, he says, slow down and enjoy your youth and make the most of your high school experience. To his parents and coaches, Preston says, a big thanks to my parents, teachers, and the best coaches I ever had. After graduation, Preston plans to attend Pittsburgh Technical College. His favorite soccer memory would have to be seeing everyone improve individually and as a team. Number 25, Preston Westcott. Number 15, Ethan Zadarko. Ethan is the son of Teresa and Richard Zadarko. He has played soccer for 11 years, one of those years as a Titusville Rocket. He has 4 varsity letters, 2 for football and 2 for track. To his underclassmen, he says, get SWOL, kick ball far. To his parents and coaches, Ethan says, thank you for all the support, and thank you, Toby Cressman and Joe Thompson, for helping me out after every game. After graduating, Ethan plans to become a chiropractor and become Mr. Olympia. His favorite soccer memory is always being so much stronger than Tristan Campbell and playing the pain game. Number 15, Ethan Zadarko. Number 19, Corey Peebles. Corey is the son of Brian and Stacy Peebles. He has played soccer since the age of 7, playing as a Rocket for the past 4 years. Corey has played in the wing position and as a striker and holds 3 varsity letters in soccer. To the underclassmen, he says, just keep practicing and have fun. To his parents, Corey says, thank you, Mom and Dad, for taking me to soccer every day. After graduation, Corey would like to attend a trade school for carpentry. Corey's favorite soccer memory is playing the nutmeg game with Stephen Hollabaugh. Number 19, Corey Peebles. Number 5, Cade Thomas Skinner. Cade is the son of Rick and Tricia Skinner. He has played soccer for 13 years. 4 of those years, Cade has been a Rocket forward. He has 4 varsity letters in soccer, 2 in track and field, and 3 in basketball. To underclassmen, he says, being a team comes first. Hard work and dedication can make you the player you want to become. Cade also says to his teachers, parents, and coaches, thanks to my coaches along the way for helping me succeed in this sport. Thank you to my parents and family for their countless hours of support. I love you. I cannot stress enough the appreciation that I have for my parents for all that they do. After graduating, Cade plans to attend school to pursue a career as a police officer. Cade's favorite soccer memory is starting his freshman year. Number 5, Cade Skinner. Number 24, Darius Crawford. Darius is the son of Michael Crawford and Don Crawford and the grandson of Deborah Hyman. This is Darius's first year in Rocket soccer. He has 3 varsity letters in swimming. To underclassmen, he says, make the most of the memories that you make with each other. Darius also says to his teachers, parents, and coaches, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Cum for keeping me motivated. I would like to thank my parents for supporting me and being there for me when I needed them. I would like to thank my team and coaches for making my soccer experience something I'll never forget. Darius's favorite soccer memories are the bus rides and bonding with the team as we grew and became a family. Number 24, Darius Crawford. Number 7, Peyton Bass. Peyton is the son of Stacy Bass. He has played soccer for 12 years, 4 of those as a Titusville Rocket. His positions as a Rocket have been left back and center midfield. Peyton has earned 2 varsity letters in soccer. To the underclassmen, he says, always play as a team. Peyton says to his teachers, parents, and coaches, I would like to thank my mom for always helping me get my equipment and get me to practice on time. I'd also like to thank my coaches for being my role models and know that I look up to each one of you. including Toby Cressman. After graduating, Peyton plans to attend Slippery Rock University to major in physical therapy. Peyton's favorite soccer memory is being there for our first playoff win in a very long time. Number 7, Peyton Bass. Number 23, Mason Nickel. Mason is the son of Mark and Tammy Nickel. He has played Rocket soccer for 2 years, playing midfield for both years. To underclassmen, he says, make every moment and take time to remember each one. In reality, time goes by fast. Mason says to his teachers, parents, and coaches, to all the teachers and coaches, I would like to thank you for putting up with me and making me the best student athlete I could be. To my parents and family, thank you, because I wouldn't be here without you. Mason's favorite soccer memory is my first goal against Franklin and all of the amazing bus rides. Number 23, Mason Nickel. Number 2, Adrian Haynes. Adrian is the son of Yolanda and Danny Haynes. He has played Rocket soccer for 3 years, playing left wing and left defensive back. Adrian has 1 varsity letter in track and 2 in soccer. To the underclassmen, he says, stick with the sport you love, stay with the soccer team, and be better than we ever were. Adrian also says to his teachers, parents, and coaches, I want to thank my parents for supporting me all of these years and being at my side. I also want to thank my coaches for constantly pushing me and making me a better player through the years. After graduating, Adrian plans to attend Slippery Rock University for Business Administration and Management to obtain a bachelor's degree in sales management. Adrian's favorite soccer memory is when Toby handed me my captain's badge. Number 2, Adrian Haynes. Number 18, Tristan Riley. Tristan is the son of Amy and Corey Riley. He has played soccer for 7 years, 2 of those years as a Titusville Rocket. To his underclassmen, he says, keep pushing every day. Pay attention to the coaches and keep it positive. To his parents and coaches, Tristan says, thanks for the motivation you give me every day. To my parents, thank you for your support, rides to practice, and putting up with me. After graduation, Tristan plans to attend college. His favorite soccer memory was, even though we lost, that double overtime game against Iroquois was my favorite game and the best footy I've ever seen us play. Number 18, Tristan Riley. Number 34, Tristan Campbell. Tristan is the son of Sarah Campbell and James Campbell. This is his first year playing as a Titusville Rocket. To his underclassmen, he says, treat others the way you would want to be treated and give the coaches high respect, and they will respect you back. To his parents and coaches, Tristan says, I'd like to thank my mom for supporting me this season and thank the coaches for making this year a fantastic season. After graduating, Tristan plans to attend college and become a history teacher. His favorite soccer memory is proving every day to the team that I am stronger than Ethan. Number 34, Tristan Campbell. One more, right? And number 1, Braden Lee Sprong. Braden is the son of Kevin and Holly Sprong. He has played soccer for 8 years, 4 of those years as a Titusville Rocket. He started his career as midfield and is now the Rocket goalkeeper. He has 2 varsity letters in soccer. To his underclassmen, he says, playing soccer in the offseason will improve your skills a lot for next year. To his parents and coaches, Braden says, thank you, Coach Whalen, for spending so much of your time coaching all of us over the years. Thank you, Ketz, for getting me into the following pro soccer and teaching me all aspects of the game. Thank you, Toby, for making us do push-ups. Thank you, Seth, for coaching us when we were younger until now. Thank you, Joe Thompson, for the conditioning. Thank you, Papa, for making it to every single one of my games. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Cassidy for always supporting me and helping me become a success on the field and in life. After graduation, Braden plans on becoming an architect. His favorite soccer memory was the game they won that sent them to the playoffs for the first time in a long time, and they got to slide in the mud. Number 1, Braden Sprong. And welcome to our broadcast of Titusville Rocket Soccer. Tonight, the Rocket Boys welcome the North East Grape Pickers to Carter Field. And we welcome you to our broadcast here this evening. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket Soccer this season is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Homerwood, by Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by Family Video, and by Corky's Pizza and Subs. Back at Carter Field, and this time not for football. It is Rocket Soccer, and the Rockets have made the playoffs officially, Gary. This is going to help secure their position in the postseason. I'm Luke Rio. Gary Barnes is going to be doing play-by-play, and we're about 9 minutes away from tonight's matchup between the Rockets and the Grape Pickers.
And can I just say, Luke, just going back on your introduction there, isn't it wonderful to have so many sponsors these days, you know, for the Titusville Rocket Soccer program. We've got a very overcast night this evening. There's some very low, dark clouds. But considering the amount of rain that we've had recently, especially today, Carter Field looks very playable. It's the ground's going to be soft, which is going to be good for the players, but there's no water on the field, so obviously we have good drainage here. There's a cool breeze, which players actually do appreciate. In soccer, especially a lot of the midfield players who are running around really actually appreciate a cooling wind and even occasionally a nice cooling shower.
That's right. I got to say, the field conditions tonight look better than they did Friday night at the football game.
Yeah.
And they'll be in good shape, hopefully, for this Friday night.
You know, at the moment, we're losing quite a lot of seniors from the program. And I just want to say that, as you do, I know a lot of the younger players in the program, and talking to them, they have nothing but praise and admiration for the inspiration that some of these senior players are indeed giving some of the up-and-coming players. So I think it bodes well for the program in the future that you know, we've got a lot of enthusiastic youth who are coming through, and you know, it looks like we're going to have a touch wood, a successful program for many years to come. Again, I stress both in the ladies program as well as the men's program.
Now, please rise and remove your hats as Joe Thompson performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of and the home of the brave.
Joe Thompson performing the national anthem here at Carter Field. The Rockets and the Grape Pickers here this evening. To do our play-by-play, we flew him in from England to be with us here tonight. Gary Barnes. Hi, Gary.
Good evening, Luke.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, Luke. And if the game is half as good as Joe Thompson's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, it should be an amazing game.
It's been a wet day today, Gary. How's that going to affect the field?
I think the players are going to be quite happy. The field looks soft, but it certainly doesn't look waterlogged. Towards the main stand, near the edge of the penalty area, there's a nice patch of mud that I think the boys are going to enjoy kind of sliding around in. But, you know, when you're playing soccer and you're going down on the ground and you don't have any knee protection, a soft surface is usually a welcome sight. Although we've got a lot of dark clouds around, and I don't think rain is forecast for the time during the game, there's going to be a little bit of a breeze, and I think the boys are going to welcome that. So the Grape Pickers of North East are setting up there. They've got a really tall forward line. I see number 17, Nathan Crosscut Miller. I hope takes about a minute to say that name. And there's Nathan with his first touch as the Grape Pickers get the game underway. Hit out of play by Peyton Bass there for a throw-in, which is going to be taken by number 32, whose name I have here. Oh, wrong one. Gavin Goodman. Knocks it in the Titusville penalty area. It's a bit of a scramble. Chance on here for the Grape Pickers, but Peyton clears the danger, pushes the ball out to the side, out of play. Thrown into the Titusville penalty area, and I think that's... No, I thought it was going to go out for a goal kick, but it was well kept in. Well kept in there. And it's a Rockets throw in near their own left side, deep inside their own penalty area. But it's picked up again by the Grape Pickers. Little attempted dribble there by Matthew Wedzik, but didn't come off. And the Rockets have got a break. And Cade's in the penalty area. He's been faced up. Nice back heel by Cade. Some beautiful left wing dribble play there by Ethan Roberts, but it goes out for a Northeast goal kick. It was a nice break there by the Rockets there. Cade Skinner made up a lot of ground. Gave the ball up on the left wing there to Ethan Roberts, who did a nice little dribble, tried to cut the ball down at the byline to cut it across, but it went out for a throw-in. But the Rockets have picked it up again. Cade Skinner plays the ball forward to Nicholas Wright. Nick on the left wing, knocks in a long cross right to the other side of the field, and it's picked up by the Grape Pickers. Long clearance. And Nathan Crosscut Miller sets up an attack, passed the ball forward, but it was offside. That's always irritating for a midfield play when you play the ball through and your fellow attacker is straight offside. It's always a matter of discipline for a forward that. You've got to keep an eye on the line of defenders and make sure that when you make your run, you start from behind that. That was Matthew Zedwick there who went offside. Matthews playing very forward, right on the back line of the Rockets. He's offside again once more, but the Rockets have got a break on. Ball played through to Cade Skinner. Well defended. It was a nice break there by the Rockets. Nicholas Wright played a nice little inside pass off the back of his foot there. Gentle pass through to Cade Skinner. But the defense from the North East Grape Pickers. And a shot there from Nathan. That's what you call Ethan Roberts there with a shot. Not a lot of power behind it. That's kind of what we call a sighter. Trying to get his range and power. Long throw by the Rockets, and the Rockets are breaking again. They're playing some nice through balls, the Titusville Rockets here. That was a nice through ball attempt by Northeast, and they're still on the attack. And Nathan Crosscut Miller did a nice dribble, made about 15 yards, but unfortunately for them, and Nathan's got the ball again. He's got a shot in, and Braden Sprong stands strong and makes a good save there. I was saying Nathan Crosscut Miller made a good run, but it was like 10, 15 yards back toward his own goal. Cade Skinner's chasing a long ball, but Ethan Hammer, the Northeast goalkeeper, took a bit of a chance there. The ball slowed down as he was running down past the byline. He was hoping it was going to go out for a goal kick, which it did, but he got a shove in the back for his troubles as Cade Skinner was trying to challenge for the ball there. But goal kick for the Northeast Grape Pickers. Long kick up towards Matthew Zedwick, who's fouled by Peyton Bass. And it'll be a free kick on the halfway line to the Northeast Pickers as the Rockets marching band starts their celebration. Ball in the area, heading in by 32 there. Gavin Goodman, but good defense by the Titusville Rockets as Brandon Foster, as Derek Beach clears.
Our instant replay, just like in football, brought to you by Oil Creek Plastics.
Oh! Cade Skinner there, upending number 32, Gavin Goodman. And another free kick to the Northeast, I was going to say cherry pickers then, grape pickers.
Yeah, the grape.
Matthew, well defended there by Peyton Bass. Peyton brings the ball out, but he's tackled, but it's picked up again by Ethan Roberts. Ethan plays the ball down. Who's 19? Tristan Riley made a good break there. Cade Skinner taking a long throw to Nick Wright. Nick unfortunately knocks it out of play, and it's going to be a throw in deep in their own territory for Northeast. But it's picked up by the Rockets. Crosscut Miller picks up the ball. There's some nice dribbling in center field. Nathan Crosscut Miller is an easy figure to pick out. Looks like the tallest player on the field. Tries to set Northeast in an attack. And they still got the ball. It's pretty obvious from these early stages that Northeast want to try and play the ball through Nathan Crosscut Miller as often as possible. And Peyton Bass has done some sterling work so far in these early stages in the Titusville defense. As I say that, both of those players, Crosscut Miller and Peyton Bass, come together. Some neat trickery by Tristan Riley. But excellent goalkeeping there by Braden Strong. There was a break on there by the Grape Pickers. He was one-on-one with Zedwig. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wedzig, thank you. And Braden Sprong came out and managed to kick the ball away to safety. But Wedzik again wins a corner on the right side. Certainly seems that Wedzik and Nathan Crosscut Miller are the two mainstays of the Northeast offense so far this evening. Corner kick comes in, and oh, what a save! What an absolute brilliant reflex save there by Braden Strong. The ball rebounded in. I'm not sure if it came off a Titusville player or a Northeast player, but it was going right underneath the crossbar. Braden Strong sprang, if you like, and with a strong right arm managed to push the ball away from goal. Now Titusville are on the offense, but really good defending there by number 11, Caden Eastman.
Here it is again, Gary.
Ball comes across. Yeah, actually it does come off a Northeast player. I have to say that over the years, I think we've seen some really fine goalkeepers for the Titusville Rockets, but I don't think I've ever seen a high school goalkeeper for Titusville who has been better than Braden Sprong. It's absolute excellent goalkeeping abilities. Nice through ball by the Rockets there. Right, and long ball over the top for a chase. Big high ball cleared by the Rockets. Picked up by Tristan Riley. Tristan's making a run down the left wing, looking for Nick Wright in the center. But again, number 11, the right fullback for Northeast, a diminutive figure but a very nippy and fast one, manages to come out with a good defensive play, and he's fouled and picks up a free kick. And indeed, that has given a yellow card for the foul by Tristan Riley. Tristan comes out and he's replaced by Cameron Cleveland, I think. Is that Cameron, number 10 there?
Corey Peoples.
Corey Peoples. They've got the numbers mixed up here.
Uh-oh.
Corey immediately takes up a position on the left side of midfield. And Kyle Wagner, number 9, who's playing in defense. Normally number 9's playing offense, but Kyle's waiting to take the kick, waiting for the referee's whistle. Referee's satisfied with proceedings. Kyle launches a long ball down the field, heading for Wedzik, but it was headed out spectacularly by Adrian Haynes. And things are heating up a little out there.
What was the difference?
Crowd getting a little agitated.
Very passionate, aren't they, Gary? Very passionate.
As Peyton Bass is fouled. Payne's going to take a kick on the halfway line. Launches it into the Northeast penalty area, but, well, Ethan Hammer in goal made that a little bit more exciting than it needed to be. Kind of bobbled the ball a little, and Ethan sends a long kick downfield, well into Titusville territory, where it's picked up by Matthew Wedzik. And Northeast gain a throw, and they've made making a couple of substitutes. Brandon Foster and Gavin Goodman have left the field. Dylan Blozvik, Number 25 has entered. Strong defensive header away there by Titusville. Looking for a break. Ethan Roberts on the left wing, but comes to naught as he goes out for a throw-in, which is taken by Caden Eastman. Eastman again, he's moved upfield. He's going to have to move downfield now as Titusville break. That's a lovely through ball there by Ethan Roberts. But again, strong defensive structure by Northeast. Prevents the ball going through to Cade Skinner. Ball's in the hand of Titusville goalkeeper Sprong, who launches a high ball into Northeast territory, where it's picked up by Northeast, by Joshua Makin. Tries to play the ball down the line to Nathan Crosscut Miller, who seems to have wandered away a little bit from, he was playing basically near the center circle. Nathan seems to have moved out to the left now on that left wing, or he's just picked the ball up, tries a couple of ballet steps, gets kicked in the back of the shin, and launches a long ball up to Wetzig. Guys, a shot, good shot. Strong effort along the ground. Used to call those daisy cutters or worm burners. But Braden Strong positioning there, gets down and blocks the ball, makes another good save. Corey Peoples there trying to get the... Oh, it's a beautiful through ball by Wetzig on a number 15. Goal scoring chance. Really should have taken that. Garrett Hine, who came on. But another splendid save by Braden Strong. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Sprong. I keep saying Strong. That was a strong Sprong save. I think we should, you know, maybe patent that.
You work on that, Gary.
I'll do that. I'll do that. But really, the odds on there were for the attacker to score. And Braden came out, made himself really big, spread himself out, and blocked the shot. I would say that was a better save than the reflex one that he made earlier, because he had to think about that. He had to think about where he wanted to position himself when the attacker was coming forward.
And here it is again, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how he guessed which way the forward was going to go. He made the forward's mind up for him. Kind of looked him in the eyes, faked him out, and dived to his left-hand side. That's using your brain as well as your physical ability.
You know, Titusville says goodbye to a number of seniors after this season, Gary, and we'll kind of mention their names throughout tonight's match.
Sure.
Preston Westcott is one. Cade Skinner, Darius Crawford. We'll talk about some of these young men here a little later. Peyton Bass, Mason Nickel.
And they've all contributed tremendously to what is a fine Titusville Rocket soccer program. We restart the game after Hine was injured, actually making that shot. Ball goes through to Braden again. I'd have to say, on the balance of play so far, it's been fairly even. But I would say that just at the moment, Northeast are edging it a little bit. They've had more efforts on goal than Titusville have. Titusville have tried to play a number of through balls that haven't quite come off, mainly due to some of the defensive play of the Northeast. And I've been particularly impressed by their right back, number 11, Caden Eastman, so far. Another shot goes in. Need I say, another save from Braden Sprong. And Braden's getting a lot of kicking practice in tonight. Cade Skinner picks the ball up, kicks the ball in play wonderfully. Corey Peebles plays a nice inside pass, but it's picked up by Northeast, and a lovely through ball by Nathan Crosscut Miller to seemingly strike partner there, Matthew Wedzik. They seem to be trying to link up at every possible opportunity, Crosscut Miller and Wedzik.
Campbell Sign's doing a nice job stepping in there, trying to clear it.
He certainly is. And mentioned Peyton Bassey's name quite a lot in defense these days. Beautiful through ball. A chance for Corey. Corey Peebles has still got the ball. He's still on the ball. Cade Skinner snatches at the chance there, and it goes wide. But that's the best bit of soccer we've seen from the Titusville Rockets this evening. Had 4 players
Here it
involved.
is again, Gary.
Yeah, Ethan Roberts kind of set the ball up in the first place. And Corey Peebles looks as though he's just kind of walking past players there. The ball comes out to Cade Skinner, and I think the professional commentators usually say he'd like that one back again. But Cade's in the middle waiting for the ball to come in, but a good strong tackle there by Kyle Wagner in the Northeast defense. And a big break, quick break for, excellent tackle. The break was on there for Northeast until Adrian Haynes stepped in with a beautiful tackle. Nice flick on there by Cade Skinner. Goes down in a penalty box. Ethan Roberts was brought down in the penalty box. And it's going to be a penalty kick for the Titusville Rockets. There was a lovely back heel there, flying back heel by Cade Skinner that said Ethan Roberts free, and Ethan was brought down by, I'm not quite sure who it was in the Northeast defense. Is it Wagner? And it's going to be number 22, Nick Wright, to take the penalty kick. Steps forward, beautiful penalty kick. Placement inside the far post. He went for accuracy over power, and he puts the Titusville Rockets 1 up almost midway through the first half. Strides up, knows where he's going to put the ball. Goalkeeper knows which way he's going, makes a fruitless dive to try and stop the ball, but the ball is placed so well inside the post that the goalkeeper, Ethan Hammer, didn't have any real hope of saving that. Cade Skinner again is having a real effect on this game. Cade's through, Cade Skinner's through, could be 2 for the Rockets, and he kind of went with his right foot instead of his left foot there. But he's making a lot of inroads in the last 5 minutes. Ever since I said I thought that the Northeast Grape Pickers were kind of having an edge in this game, I don't know if Cade Skinner heard me and decided he's going to do something about it, but he's certainly been the major player in the last few minutes in this game in terms of Titusville offense. Long ball played to the Titusville defense. Peyton Bass kicks it out. Nice ball to the center there to Campbell Signs. Titusville's starting to play some nice passing football at the moment. But now it's picked up. Using my information here. Titusville are beginning to find their players in midfield a little bit better as this game has gone on. Dylan Blovic is going out. And coming back in is Gavin Goodman for Northeast. Good stop there by Ethan Zadarko. Ball picked up by Campbell Sainz. Plays it back to Zadarko, who tries to launch an attack on the left wing. He was looking for Corey Peebles, but ball goes out of play for a throw-in. Kyle Wagner misses it. Nick Wright latches on the ball, shoots and scores! A mistake there by the center of the Northeast defense. Played the ball to Nick Wright, who pounced on it like an eagle going for a rodent. Knocks the ball forward once, hits the ball, side foots it, places it into the far side of the goal. And if I was the Northeast goalkeeper, I think I'd lean towards the left-hand side of the goal, because that ball has gone in exactly the same area as the penalty kick did. That was an absolutely splendid goal, though, by Ethan Roberts. He couldn't have placed it better. Matthew Vedzik there.
Nick Wright.
Nick Wright, I'm sorry. All these yellow shirts look the same to me. What can I say? Apologies, Nick. But that was an absolutely splendid goal. It puts the Rockets up 2-0. 2 goals in the space of, what, 3 or 4 minutes? Titusville starting to get a stranglehold on this game now. Now, Vedzik again. If Northeast are going to come back into this game, I think it's going to be Vedzik and Crosscut Miller who are going to have to step it up a little bit. But they have a throw-in on the far side. It's going to be a big throw. Actually, it's a low throw. To Westcott, who goes down in the area. No foul, says the referee. Strong tackle. Strong tackle there on Adrian Haynes by, I think it was number 14, Joshua Macon. I'm going to be an old man now and basically say, in my day, that would never have been given. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what was going on, because if he gave a foul, it was like another 10 yards further up. Oh, perhaps an offside decision, I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's definitely from the wrong place. Long kick by Peyton Bass being lined up. And defensive header there by Brandon Foster. James Titus pushes the ball forward for the Rockets. Picked up by Cade Skinner. Cade does a nice dummy, just dribbled past 2 players. Well, I would have thought the referee might have played advantage there. James had just taken out 2 Northeast players. He's going to take the shot. He's going for goal from about 40 yards. That's the advantage of playing on the football field. The yardage is marked. A good effort, but quite a comfortable save for Ethan Hammer in the goal. And not for the first time. Northeast try and make a break, but Matthew Wedzik is caught offside again. I think if Matthew's trying to play on the last line of the Titusville Rockets, if he can time his runs a little bit better, make sure he's onside, he's going to get 1 or 2 breakaways, another one-on-one with the Braden Sprong in the Titusville goal. But so far, he's not managed to spring the Titusville defense offside trap. Yeah, once again, the Rocket Marching Band have treated us to some musical delights.
I like this kind of environment, not just for football, but for soccer as well. I think they should play more down here.
I agree. I agree.
I guess the band could go down to the Admire Complex to play.
Yeah. Long throw. It's gone out of play for the. It's going to be a Rocket goal kick. And the floodlights are blazing down now. There's something about playing soccer under floodlights.
This time of the year, it's parents getting their cars lined up down at the complex to turn on their lights.
Cade Skinner's robbed there by Matthew, but 22. Cade Skinner seemingly wearing a yellow and brown shirt at the moment.
School colors.
School colors, yep. He's seen a few mud patches this evening so far. Nice ball into Nick Wright, but good ball again down the wing. Ethan Roberts plays into Nick Wright, but it's pushed back. Derek Beach tries to get the ball up the wing, but it's going to be a throw. Comes off a Northeast player.
These guys played Saturday up in Seneca.
Yeah.
Cold and wet. So tonight's paradise.
Yeah. Strong throw up the wing there. Picked up by Ethan Roberts. Nice ball into Corey Peebles, who tries to play the ball through, but it's cut out by the Northeast defense. Cade Skinner tries to make some inroads, but it's cleared. Oof. Strong challenge there by Ethan Zadarko on number 4, Brandon Foster. Brandon felt that one. Referee decided it was a fair challenge, so we play on. Peyton Bass watches the ball go out of play for a throw, which he will take. Cade Skinner seems to have dropped back into midfield here. He's going to launch the ball into the Northeast pen. No, he's not going to launch the ball. He's going to play it along the ground. Kyle Wagner, atoning maybe for his earlier mistake, makes a really good interception. Tries to set Northeast on the attack, but the ball bounces off a Titusville player, goes out for a throw.
You know, I ask you this every single year, but when was the last year you were out there as an official?
Early 90s, I think. No, late 90s, yeah.
It hasn't been that long, has it?
Yes, it could have been. Oh, great tackle. Well, Wagner again, who seems to be determined to make up for his earlier error, which led to a Titusville goal. Another strong defensive play there. Peyton Bass going to take the throw. Actually, it's a corner kick. It's gone out for a corner kick. I'm supposed to go look at the screen. Going to swing the ball in. High ball into the penalty area. Heads go up and, oh, cleared off the line. Cleared off the line by Caden Eastman, who despite 2 goals to the good for Titusville, I think has been the outstanding defensive player for Northeast this evening. I'm trying to work out who headed that there. Still not sure.
Kate Skinner.
Cade. It was Cade who got the ball. Very close there. Titusville almost 3-0 up. But for the defensive play of Caden Eastman. Northeast trying to get back into this game. Got a long throw in coming up. Going to be thrown in the Titusville penalty area. Beautiful throw. And nearly came off because Nathan Crosscut Miller got his head to the ball. But instead of inside the post into the net, he went outside the post for a goal kick for the Titusville Rockets. Braden Sprong plays the ball sideways to Peyton Bass. Peyton hits the ball up the wing. A nice ball to Ethan Roberts. Interesting ball there from James Titus. Matthew Zedwick is after the ball. Matthew do some nice tricky dribbling on the right wing. Beautiful dribble, passes the ball inside, but it's cut out by Peyton Bass. He was not looking for Crosscut Miller there to set him up for a shot in front of the goal, but Peyton Bass intercepted and made a good defensive play there to keep the score. Rockets 2, Grape Pickers 0. Which obviously is a sign for the band to start playing.
That's right,
again.
yeah, they're monitoring your broadcast. So.
Another throw coming up from Garrett Hine. Wagner now launches the ball to the goal from about 40 yards, but it just sails happily into the hands of Braden Sprong, who have dealt with it very comfortably. High kick from Braden, not a lot of distance. Picked up by Hine. And, oh, free kick there for the Rockets. Cade Skinner took it quickly, trying to release an attack, but just overhit the ball slightly. No, Nick Wright couldn't capitalize. Trey Tate for nice dribbling there for Northeast. Crosscut Miller not too happy with some referee right now. Gave offside. Peyton Bass with a kick. But picked up by Trey Tate, trying to set the Northeast players on the offense, but ball goes out for a throw. Nice dribbling there by Gavin Goodban. And Northeast pick up the ball in midfield. Goodban, nice pass to Trey Tate. Tate out to Garrett Hine. Crosscut Miller on the right wing. Beautiful cross in. All that needed was a touch and it would have been a goal, but Titusville cleared it away. And the combination of Ethan Sadako and Adrian Haynes. Now the Rockets are trying to pass the ball up through the middle. Beautiful pickup by Ethan Roberts. Tries to send the ball through to Nick Wright, but the Northeast defense stands strong that time. Beautiful turn by Adrian Haynes. Nearly managed to spring James Titus, but it was picked up by the Northeast defense. Now it's Crosscut Miller on the right wing. Trying to dribble inside. But very effective defense by Peyton Bass there. Peyton stood firm, read the way that Nathan was going to go, and knocks the ball out of play. But it's going to be another long throw. Well, it was actually a short throw, but Matthew Vedzik trying to work his way through about 4 Titusville defenders. Ball goes out for a throw-in, for a corner, I'm sorry. I used to know what these things were at one time.
Hey, we did a search for the best soccer play-by-play guy, and your name came up.
All right. Not a lot of competition then. There's number 11. Caden Eastman again, who's trying to get forward now. Now he's going to have to get back in defense, but Kyle Wagner picks the ball up. Seems that the Northeast defenders have decided that their forwards need some extra help, and they're trying to push up, push forward, try and put a little bit more pressure on the Titusville defense. So both Wagner and
look like they trying to force the ball
Eastman,
through.
yeah, push through there. Some good strong offense from both of the Northeast defenders. Tristan Riley. Nice through ball there by Ethan Roberts, but a little bit too far. And Ethan Hammer in the Northeast goal comes out, gathers easily. Big long kick, trying to release Matthew Zedwig. And excellent defending there by Adrian Haynes. Matthew was through one-on-one on goal there if Adrian hadn't have intercepted. And again, is he offside again? Yep. Matthew Zedwig's really got to learn to look at Wedzik. Has really got to learn to look across his line, make sure. Doesn't seem to be aware of where the defenders are. And if you're going to play a high line, you have to be aware of where the defenders are in order to make a successful break. And I think that must be the 4th time at least he's been caught offside trying to go through. 3 times. I apologize. It'll be 4 soon. Cade Skinner trying to keep the ball in there, but doesn't quite manage. This is a very competitive game. You know, Titusville are 2 up. But I wouldn't say they were very comfortable right now. And if Northeast can somehow basically get the right forward play and actually play through the defense, they've got a good chance of getting back into this game. Matthew Sedgwick showing his dribbling skills there in the corner. Beautiful ball to cross-cut Miller. Cut out by the Titusville defense. And Titusville are on the offense now. Cade Skinner's been released on the left wing. He's got Nick Wright in the middle. He's got Ethan Roberts as well. But again, it's that man, Eastman, who stops the Titusville attack. I'm not sure if Cade Eastman is the smallest kid on the field right now, but he's playing a big game. Yeah. Wow.
State champion.
Just been informed that Cade Eastman has some tremendous wrestling skills as well. Rockets are breaking a forward in a wave here. But like a wave, they've broken on the dam. That is the Northeast defense. Foul by Derek Beach. Whoa. taken by Joshua Murray was didn't go very far as he's headed by Cade Skinner. Gavin Goodman with the throw, trying to make some inroads into Titusville territory here. Throws the ball down at Northcote Miller. Wedzik wanted that ball, but never reached. And what could have been a promising attack comes to naught. But a Titusville throw down the left wing, actually down the center. But it's picked up beautifully by Garrett Hine. Hine sends a nice ball through to Josh Makin, but Rocket defense stands firm. Northcote Miller now in the middle. What can he do? Passes the ball back to Trey Tate. Tries to receive the ball back. You can see what Northeast are trying to do up front. You know, they're trying to weave some nice passing moves, but the Titusville defense so far has held very firm. Here's Kyle Wagner again, trying to use some strength to barge through the middle, but he's been caught out, and Peyton Bass tries to launch an attack to Cade Skinner, but again the defense come. Skinner, a beautiful through ball. That could be, ooh, offside, I think. Yeah, that was a close thing. But Skinner played an absolutely ballet-like touch there, just to push the ball through to Nick Wright, who looked as though he was on his way to try and score his second goal, but he was just caught offside. Couple of lovely back heels from Skinner right. Skinner's through, and Skinner has scored. That was a beautiful passing move, started and finished by Cade Skinner. Tremendous offensive play there by the Titusville Rockets, with a little less than 5 minutes to go in the half. Nice passing move involving Skinner, Roberts, and Wright. Sounds like a law firm.
Yes, it does.
Well, he certainly cashed in with a goal there. That's probably the nicest piece of soccer I think we've seen this evening. And the Titusville forward players are certainly using some delicate foot skills to try and put themselves in scoring positions. Wright again trying to make inroads. Stopped that time by, I think it was number 32 rather, Gavin Goodman.
And that's going to be the half, Gary.
Oh, that's the half. Yeah.
Well, some an incredible play by the Titusville Rockets. The 3 goals coming at the 22:57 mark.
That's a perfect penalty. The goalkeeper knows where it's going to go and can do absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah, they're at the 20-minute.
Again, placement.
And then the third coming with about 35 seconds left. There's Cade's.
Goes through, keeps his cool. And knocks the ball through.
3-0 at the half. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket Soccer will continue right after this timeout.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
And welcome back to Carter Field. At the half, the Rockets lead the Grape Pickers 3-0. Look at that beautiful sky, Gary. You pointed that out earlier, and a beautiful score.
It's a flame red, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you've heard the phrase "a game of 2 halves."
Yes.
Well, that half was a half of 2 halves.
Oh.
You might remember that I kind of said about halfway through through that half that if it was like a boxing match, then the North East Cherry Pickers, there I go again, North East Grape Pickers would be ahead on points. They'd had 2 absolutely excellent chances that were saved brilliantly by Braden Sprong, and a couple of more chances, and their offense seemed to be really clicking, but not quite getting the final touch. You know, there were quite a number of offside decisions given against Northeast, and that was before really Titusville had a meaningful shot. And about halfway through the half, then all of a sudden the Titusville offense started to click. And the first goal, if you remember, was a penalty kick, but it came off like a mid-air back flick by Cade Skinner to I think it was Nick Wright, and basically Nick was immediately clattered into by a Northeast defender. Penalty kick was given, and You don't see a more confident penalty taker than that.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times this season. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, he just picks his spot inside the post, places it along the ground, and I don't care if you're a professional goalkeeper, you do not save those kind of penalty kicks. And then the second goal that Titusville scored was an unfortunate mistake by Kyle Wagner in defense, who basically, unfortunately, passed the ball passed the ball to Nick Wright. Well, Nick was still about 30 yards from goal, and basically he just took a couple of steps, steadied himself, and just placed the ball into the far corner, giving Ethan Hammer in the Northeast goal no chance at all. I place no blame whatsoever on the goalkeeper for letting that goal in. Normally, you say if a lot of blame is placed upon a goalkeeper if a shot comes from outside the penalty area, because the theory is they have a lot of time to see where the ball's going and get into position to save it. But that certainly wasn't the case with that second goal. And the third goal was just a sublime bit of skill by the 3 Titusville forwards, Skinner, Wright, and Roberts, who had some magical interplay and set up and freed up Cade Skinner in the penalty area, took a couple of strides, very calmly decided where he was going to place the ball and hit it high into the net. Again, giving goalkeeper Ethan Hammer in the Northeast goal. No chance whatsoever.
Alrighty, guys, 2 minutes till the start of the second half. Our coverage will continue right after this.
The Intensive Transitional Care Program at Titusville Area Hospital is a patient-centered, high-quality program for hospitalized patients recovering from illness or surgery who may no longer need to be in a traditional hospital setting but are not yet ready to return home. Regain your independence. Choose the Intensive Transitional Care Program at Titusville Area Hospital, where a high level of care, safety, and satisfaction is our top priority. Visit titusvillehospital.org for more information. Titusville Area Hospital, more than a hospital.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40 plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And we've started the second half here. Titusville Rockets 3-0 to the good. And Patrick Diamond, or is it Damon, plays a long ball through, but it's picked up by the Rockets. Right, playing it through, trying to release Cade Skinner again. But the right Roberts Skinner axis did not quite work quite as well as it did towards the end of the first half. Strong clearance there by Adrian Haynes. Stopping a Northeast attack in its tracks. And here comes another long throw from Hine. Gets the ball back. Nice cross in. That really should have been a goal. A beautiful work move there by Northeast. Hine put the ball into Zedvig. I'll get that right before Vedzik today. Played it back to Hine, who put in a beautiful cross straight on the head of Crosscut Miller, who had the beating of Braden Sprong in the Titusville goal, but he could not direct his header into the Titusville goal and went wide. A real great chance there for the Grape Pickers to pull a goal back very early in this second half. But I'm sure that will certainly give them hope for the rest of the game. Well, here come the Rockets. Long throw. There's a bit of a melee and scramble in the Northeast penalty area. Ball finally played out to the wing. Wright doing some ballet steps. Knocks the ball back to Cameron Cleland, who tries to hit the ball towards the Northeast goal where it's picked up. Strong tackle by Ethan Zadarko, setting up a Titusville attack. Roberts is through, and Wagner really makes a strong tackle there, but the ball breaks to Wright, but he can't get a shot in there. I actually thought Roberts fouled Wagner there in the penalty area. I was surprised that referee let that one go. Had that been a goal, that would have been the controversial point on ESPN later tonight. Corner comes in. Picks up by Peyton Bass, plays the ball across the penalty area. And a long clearance and a break on now for Northeast. Tremendous run there by Brandon Foster. Or is it 14? Or was it Josh Makin? Sorry. Lovely ball over the top into Nick Wright. Wright still there. Wright scores. A distraught Northeast defense looks around disconsolately. I'm pretty sure between them that Eastman and Wagner basically thought that they snuffed out the danger from Wright as he moved through the middle. It certainly looked it.
Well,
but Nick Wright managed to keep his feet there.
What was incredible about
and a swing with his right foot, buries the ball into the back of the Northeast net to make it Titusville 4, Northeast 0. And you have to say that the front three of Skinner, Wright, and Roberts for Titusville Rockets have really come to life in this game. They're putting on an absolutely dazzling display. I was talking about the Titusville program and the start of it. The skill level we're seeing today, Luke, is far superior, I think, than the last few years than what I can remember back in the day. And we had some good players then.
Yeah, take a look at this. This Nick Wright is even slipping in the mud when he gets
shows
back
tremendous
up.
balance. It looks as though the defenders there have caught him. He managed to stay on his feet, has the awareness to see where the ball is, and he just plants it into the far corner. I feel a little sorry for Ethan Hammer in the Northeast net, because each of the goals he's let in have basically been right inside the post, and Wright's away again. But Garrett Hine makes a tremendous run, manages to catch him up, manages to win the ball. Brandon Foster there battling with James Titus. Titus has been pretty tenacious since he came on. He's running around, offering himself, looking for the ball. As I say that, he makes another tackle. Oh, that was a break on for Northeast, but Beach managed to head the ball away. And the danger is cleared, and we have a Titusville throw-in. Shot coming in from Northeast. That's going to go for a corner. With a scoreline of 4-0, you would think that the game had just been one-way traffic, and that really has not been the case at all. It's just been the dynamic play of the Titusville forward line, which has really put a gloss on the score line here. Northeast have a corner. Ball comes over, it's a high ball. It was won in the air by number 4, Brandon Foster, but Brandon unfortunately couldn't get the direction that he would have wanted. And he must have hit somebody on the way, because it's gone out for another corner. This time on Northeast left side. Ball swung in and headed out by Cade Skinner. But Vedsik has picked the ball up, shows some nice footwork. Still showing some nice footwork. Good turn into the area. Nice turn by Nathan Crosscut Miller. I thought Nathan might have tried to swivel and shoot, but instead he passed it out to the wing. And the chance has been lost. The Rockets now. Northeast appealing for an offside decision for Wright. They're not going to get it. Wright keeps going forward. He's got Roberts with him. Wright tries the shot. And happily for Northeast and for Ethan Miller, he makes a fine save, diving down to his left-hand side. Makes a difficult low save look quite comfortable. Roberts looking for Wright. Wright goes again. I think Nick Wright is in the mood where I think he thinks that every shot is going to end up in the back of the net right now. He's
when you're feeling it, though.
He's definitely feeling it, yeah. He's definitely feeling it. Well, we can see how the mud is starting to kick up there. Kyle Wagner slipped as he took the goal kick. There's a flying winger for you. Brandon Foster trying to set up his team. But again, the Rockets clear. Picked up by Krukanezic. And that looked like it might be a foul by Cade Skinner on Zesnic. So, can you say that again, please? Kasinic. Thank you. Apologies to crew. I will get the name Kasinic right next time, I promise. Oh, excellent shot. Superb volley there by Matthew Vedzik. Unfortunately for Matthew, Braden Sprong in the Titusville goal is in supreme form at the moment. Looks like we have a substitution. Nathan Crosscut Miller is leaving the field, and he's being replaced by Trey Tate. And Tate picks up the ball. Matthew Vedzik being challenged there by Derek Beach. That's a beautiful cross. Oh, unlucky. I think it's Brandon Foster. I think that's number 14. Josh Macon, yeah. I can't see the one. Josh Macon is certainly a speed merchant. He's made some very impressive sprints down that right-hand side. Ball comes in. Bounces off the Titusville player's knee and harmlessly into the safe hands of Braden Sprong.
Cameron, all you, Cameron?
Yeah. I was saying for Northeast, Josh Macon has certainly shone with his fast sprints. Chance now for Northeast. Mistake there, ball bounced unkindly for the Titusville Rocket defense there. But again, Sprong was reading the situation well and came out. Well, Wright and Wagner are certainly having a little bit of a battle there. That was kind of an amusing come together. Finished off by quite an amazing backflip there by Kyle Wagner. But in the process, he managed to foul Nick Wright. And Peyton Bass is going to launch this ball long into the Northeast penalty area. Or not. But he's headed on. And hit out by Eastman, who started off an attack for Northeast. That's a beautiful through ball to number 20, Matthew Vedzik, who gets, what a great goal. What a splendid goal. Eastman started the move off in defense. It moved all the way down Northeast's right wing. It was played through to Vesic, who ran onto the ball, managed to beat the fullback, and absolutely buried an unstoppable shot into the far corner. Hit it across the goalkeeper like you're supposed to do. And I think Matthew Vesic gets his just reward for some really hard running and hard work in that Northeast forward line. If only he could have stayed onside a few times in the first half, it might have been a lot closer. Spectacular clearance by Carl Wagner there. And I think the referee decided that Carl was fouled while he was making that tackle. But the score is now Titusville Rockets 4, North East Grape Pickers 1. Are we about to see a spectacular comeback, Luke? Here's Vesic again in that spot, trying to make some headway. Northeast seem to have a little bit more energy right now. You know, they've picked up their energy levels.
Yeah, Gary, I'm not sure if the Rockets were looking for something on that. Well, we'll pull it back here in a minute, but maybe not.
Yeah. Well, it's a corner kick for Northeast. Ball comes across. Ball's in. Oh, tremendous block.
Good job, Derek.
That was Ethan Zadarko, who stopped a certain Northeast goal there. But Northeast have definitely got the bit between their teeth at the moment. They're pushing the Rockets back. So that's Skinner on the ball now. Nice bit of footwork, but taken away by Hine. Speedster Josh Meakin on the ball. It's a long ball, searching for Trey Tate. Shot from, long shot. Nicely picked up from about 35 yards by Cade Skinner. Ethan Hammer in the Northeast goal read it well, made a nice save. Game mainly being played in the Rockets half at the moment, Luke.
Sort of the flip from the, at least that second part of the first half.
Yeah, that's right. Ball launched into the, and the Rockets have got a break on. Rice running down the wing. His nemesis Wagner's coming across. And Wagner puts in a strong challenge. Nick Wright is on the ground. I think he's claiming that he thought an elbow might have been coming his way. I'm not sure there's too much credence in that. Looked like two players really going strongly for the ball. Right now the pattern of play is that Northeast are controlling the midfield and Titusville are getting some fast breaks. Beautiful through ball and excellently cut out by Adrian Haynes. Adrian hadn't got in the way of that ball. That would have been a one-on-one situation with Trey Tate and Braden Sprong. Good defending there from the Rockets. Say Foster, Hine, and Macon on the on Northeast. They're doing a pretty good job in that Northeast midfield at the moment. They seem to be controlling the tempo of the game. And certainly Wagner in defense for Northeast has definitely kicked it up a notch. Thanks.
That'd be 25 cents.
We're about midway through the second half. Rockets still leading 4-1. But certainly Northeast have not been downhearted at all. They're trying to fight hard to get back into this game. It's been a good game to watch. I mean, both sides are really putting in a lot of effort. Foster with the headband, using it effectively to head the ball away. Wright chasing the ball down, but he's shadowed by Josh Morey. Must be an eel pun in there somewhere. And Braden Sprong is going to launch this ball. Right under it, he just tries the back flick, doesn't really make contact with the ball. Goes out for a Northeast throw. To be taken by Crew Kasenich.
You know, Nick might not be getting the calls, but he might be up for an Oscar at the end of the game.
Sometimes when you're a player, especially forwards, you know, if you think that you're not getting the calls, you know, it can start to irritate you a little bit. And I don't know, see one or two little shakes of the head.
Wait a second. When you were out there,
hey,
did you listen when people came up to you and said, hey, watch out for number so-and-so?
No, never.
Okay.
I always thank people for their advice. Now go away and play. Nice move. Good shot. Good, excellent shot. What a snapshot that was by Garrett Hine. And that all came from the tenacious play of.
Well, here it is, Gary.
Of Caden Eastman, who basically fought for the ball. The ball broke. We're going to see it again. Yeah, the ball broke for Hine, and he just hammered an unstoppable shot into the far corner of the net. See Eastman on the ball. It breaks to Hine, and I tell you what, that was definitely a highlight leap from Braden Sprong. But he could have been twice his height, and he would never have reached that. And that's given the Northeast Grape Pickers an awful lot of belief that maybe they can get something out of this game. Because now the score is the Titusville Rockets 4, Northeast Grape Pickers 2. And have we not seen some absolutely splendid goals in this game? Really spectacular. Down, 2 players down for Northeast. Matthew Vedzik on the penalty area. And certainly one of the men of the hour for Northeast at the moment, Brandon Foster. You have to admire the fact that, you know, when a team is 4-0 down, you know, they can easily throw in the towel and decide, hey, this is not our day. And you've got to give the Northeast team a lot of credit. We've got about 18 minutes to go, and really anything could happen in this game. This is one of the best games I've seen in quite a while.
That's amazing how this developed.
Yeah. You see it again. Just Johnny on the spot.
Wow.
The ball's there. Bang.
Please add 30 seconds to the clock. 30 seconds added to the clock.
There was no stopping that shot, and
Throw in. Hold my whistle. Nothing's happening. Stop the clock. Be the right.
I tell you, Luke, if you want entertainment, you're in the right place tonight.
I love this environment. This is fantastic. Giving the kids the opportunity to play under the lights here in their hometown. These guys have had a good season. It's nice to prop them up a little bit.
Yeah. So how are the Rockets going to respond to this now? Because they've certainly been pushed back in the this part of the game. You kind of wonder if, you know, at 4-0 up, the Rockets kind of eased up a little bit.
Did you see that? That was the rookie call. I'm happy now.
I think our camera lady's a little upset she can't be screaming tonight.
It's coming.
Strong kick from Braden. Picked up by Patrick Damon. Cade Skinner trying to launch right on the wing. Wright and Wagner together again. Wagner has really stepped up his strength in the tackle. He's almost sticking to Nick Wright like super glue at the moment. That's quite a battle out there. Looks like Nick's hobbling a little. Looks like he took a knock. With the way those two have been coming together, I'm not really surprised.
It is senior night, Gary, and we'll mention a couple of the, the seniors here tonight. Goalkeeper Braden Sprong,
who's just had an absolutely splendid season.
Absolutely. Tristan Campbell.
Tristan, one of the more unsung but important members of the squad.
Yeah. Tristan Riley,
who's been playing pretty well tonight.
And Adrian Haynes,
who's I've mentioned his name quite a bit tonight. He's put in some really good blocks, tackles, and clearances. Here go the Rockets. And again, it's Eastman. But there's a break on here. Ball comes across. Flashing drive from the left wing there that goes behind the goal. Good attempt. I'm trying to work out who shot there. Looks like Tristan Riley. Yeah, we just mentioned Tristan. Thanks. Cade Skinner heads the ball. Doesn't quite go where he wanted it to. Vesic, who's definitely got a bit between his teeth, is chasing that one, but it goes out. And it's a throw-in on the right-hand side of the Northeast attack. Yeah. We can play In Search of the Lost Ball.
Yeah. There was a time you'd go under there during a football game.
Yeah.
And people would be making out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They'd be hardy souls if they were making out in this weather.
Those were the good old days. Not
Long
you, though.
throw to 32. Dangerous situation there. Gavin Goodman was on that ball, couldn't quite control it as he would have liked, and the ball ran free to Braden Sprong in the Titusville goal. But another very dangerous situation created by the North East Grape Pickers. Titusville, I feel, really need to pick up the pace a little bit at the moment. Yes, they've got a comfortable what seems like a comfortable 2-goal lead, but there's a quarter of an hour left in this game, just over. And I don't know about you, Luke, but I think a little more urgency might be needed from the home team. Again, Northeast picked the ball up, send the ball down the wing, but I don't think that was the way it was drawn up on the training ground, that particular play. Cade Skinner, who seems to be doing everything for the Rockets tonight, takes a long throw down the wing. Kyle Wagner heads it back, and again it's picked up by the Northeast midfield. Launch and attack. It's Crosscut Miller, who tries a little bit of a dance. Doesn't quite come off. But they're pushing the Rockets back at the moment. There's Ethan Roberts. Can he shine up to start a break? But no, it's blocked by Crew Kusenich. Kusenich on the ball again. Starts to run down the left wing. Skinner dives in with a sliding tackle and does a nifty back heel, and Cade Skinner is penalized for the slide tackle on Crew Kusenich. Some of the home crowd not happy about that. And it's going to be launched by Garrett Hine, who scored what might well be the goal of the evening, if not one of the goals of the season for Northeast's second goal. And Sprung comes racing out bravely out of his goal, puts his life at risk to slide in to block a possible third goal for Northeast by Patrick Damon there. And it's another corner for the Northeast Grape Pickers, who've had quite a number tonight. Ball comes in the middle. Up goes. Whoa. It's Crew Kusenich, one of the smallest guys on the field, who wins the header in the middle of the 6-yard box from Titusville. No Titusville defender picked him up. Crew basically stood his ground. He didn't even have to leap for the ball, and he headed it down. Crew just stood there. There was nobody challenging him, and he just leaned his head into the ball and placed it under the body of Braden Sprung. Braden couldn't get down quick enough, and almost incredibly, it makes the score Titusville Rockets 4, Northeast Grape Pickers 3. And look at the enthusiasm of these Grape Picker players right now. Well, I think a little bit of over-enthusiasm on the far side there. As well, we were told that Caden Eastman has some wrestling credentials. He was trying to use them there on Cade Skinner. But these Northeast players are fired up.
And still a lot of time to go in this.
And still a lot of time. I mean, the Rockets really, hopefully, for the home side's sake, that's the kick up the behind that they need. Because, let's face it, you're 4-0 up at just after half-time. You think you're coasting. And then all of a sudden, it's 4-3. And then it's very hard to kind of go from basically a relaxed mood back to playing with intensity once more. And that's certainly what the Rockets have got to do right now, because I tell you what, these Northeast players are definitely playing with a lot of intensity and determination. There goes Nick Wright with his nemesis there, but beautiful ball from Nick, trying to get through to Patrick Roberts, but it's Crew Kusenich with the interception. And you have to say he's definitely made a difference in this game since he came on. He's done some nice tackles, and he's brought the Grape Pickers right back into this game. So Rockets now with 11, just under 12 minutes to go, have only a 1-goal lead. And what a save! And it's a goal! Unbelievable! Excellent save by Braden Sprong, but he couldn't hold the long shot. It bounced off his body. And the Northeast attacker was left all alone to tie the game at 4 goals apiece. Well, I have to admit, I didn't see that coming. Do you know who scored that? So there's a shot by Macon, and Kinesic scored his second. No, it was Wessick. Wessick scored his second. Well, thanks to our Northeast correspondent, I got the information that it was Wessick who scored on the rebound. And this is if you're a Rocket fan, this is a shock result. Well, the Rockets now have a corner. I can't remember the last time they had a corner. They all seem to have been Northeast ones in the last 20 minutes. Ball comes over, headed out. Picked up by Derek Beach. Derek tries to pass the ball through, but it breaks again for another attack. Derek picks up the ball again, plays a nice ball out to the right wing. Cade Skinner picks it up, but is intercepted by Dylan Blovich. Dylan wins the throw, taken by Crew Kasanic. I'm just wondering if he's known by Motley Crew by his teammates. Because you might describe Northeast as a motley crew when they're 4-0 down, but not now. But the Rockets are trying to score here. Tremendous scramble in the Northeast box. Some desperate defending, and the ball comes clear. Haynes out to Skinner. Skinner on the right wing. He's looking at Titus in the middle. No, it's a free kick to the Rockets. I think was that for handball? Paul. Skinner lining up the shot. Is he going to shoot, or is he going to look for one of his teammates in the middle? Plays a low cross into the middle, which is easily cleared. Picked up by Haynes, but Haynes is robbed by that speed merchant, Vesic. And Vesic overruns the ball, and it's cleared by Sprong, who hits it over the stands. Well, after about 20 minutes in the first half, Braden Sprong was practically a spectator in this game. But this second half, it's almost like a shock to the system. I know I'm shocked. The Rockets really need to try and rediscover the rhythm here. So Nick Wright's been out for quite some time, so I'm just wondering if he's got quite a problem maybe with his ankle after coming together with collision with Kyle Wagner. Okay, Derek Beach launches the ball up to Cade Skinner. Cade knocks it on. Trying to reach Ethan Roberts. Intercepted by Kinesic, and Skinner puts it out for a throw. Sam Rio is in the game now, Luke. Do you know anything about this player?
Nope.
Well, Roberts is through and doesn't quite get hold of the ball, and it launches through to Ethan Hammer in the goal. And I think our cameraman's got one eye on the game here. He's definitely giving some vocal support. They've changed the goalie. Thanks. The goalie is now 33. Rodney Keith. Apologies, Rodney. You were the one who saved the ball then. Again, thanks to our Northeast correspondent. Ball's launched forward, but knocked back by Josh Murray. Vesik's feeling it now. He's got 2 goals. He's on a hat trick. And he's definitely in the mood. Every second ball or loose ball is being picked up by Northeast at the moment. Crosscut Miller plays the ball in. Nice cross, but intercepted by Zadarko. And it's yet another Northeast corner. Is that opposed to a southwest corner? Sorry for the joke, folks. But remember, they scored off their last corner. The smallest, one of the smallest kind of pitch. Lovely ball into the middle. And again, win a header. Well, the ball came across, and again, it was a header won by Northeast. By Trey Tate. Ball went out to the back of the Rocket penalty area to a Northeast player who, fortunately for the Rockets, skied the ball over the bar. That's a Rocket goal kick. Just under 5 minutes left. Can we see a winning goal in this game? Derek Beach, and luckily the ball ran away from him there. Kinesic with a throw, long throw into the penalty area, headed out by Beach. And the Rockets will have a goal kick. Skinner is playing right forward, and Wright comes back in the game. So maybe I was wrong about his ankle. And it's a foot race. And Eastman again plays the ball out of play. We've seen some splendid individual performances tonight, Luke, from players from both teams. Good shot by James Titus.
I'm amazed at how quickly it goes from 18 minutes left in the half to 3.5.
3. I think that's because it's just been such a good game. Roberts fighting for the ball. Wagner comes out with it. Garrett Hine. Making, trying to push the ball through. Right on the ball, tries to play it through to Cade Skinner. Cut out by number 22. They don't have a number 22. There's danger here for the Rockets. And that danger is snuffed out by goalkeeper Braden Sprong. But it goes out for yet another Northeast corner. And Titusville really need to mark up. They keep losing headers in their own 6-yard box. They cannot afford to keep doing that. I'm not sure whether that's a goal kick or he's I think he's given a foul maybe against Kyle Wagner. No, it's a corner. Yep. And this is a double number of corner kicks for Northeast. And they won a header again. What is going on in that Titusville defense? Trey Tate again with that header. He won the header from the last corner. And I thought it was, well, I know Northeast have had 10 corners. I've lost count of the number of throw-ins they've had near the Titusville penalty area. Titusville trying to break now. It's picked up by Vesic. Who really has found his way in his second half. Crosscut Miller with some neat footwork. Well, we just about got a minute to go. Long shot comes in. And Braden's going to launch this one. There's a hopeful last-minute attack. Skinner with the ball. Tries to play the ball through the right. But that man Eastman clears up. Long throw into the box. Roberts coming in. Oh! Looked like the ball was going to drop for right, but didn't quite. Skinner shot. Snapshot, but didn't quite hit it cleanly. And it goes safely out of play for a goal kick. And I think that will be it for the second half. Indeed so. And at the end of the second half, the remarkable score is the Titusville Rockets 4, the North East Grape Pickers 4. I did not see that coming.
We'll take a quick timeout and come back here, tied up at 4.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
So, State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Mm-hmm.
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little. Here?
You too.
So cold.
Mm-hmm. Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 17th anniversary, and we are celebrating all month long. Get 0% APR for 72 months plus 1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on a new 2018 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 2,800 additional savings off MSRP on a new 2018 Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT with 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost. Make sure you take advantage of Joe Taylor Ford's top-of-the-line lifetime warranty on all new cars.
See Joe Taylor.
Thank you for 17 great years.
And welcome back, tied up at 4. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket sports this season brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Titusville Dairy Products Company, by the Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Homerwood, by Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by Family Video, and by Corky's Pizza and Subs. Senior night here at the Carter Field for the Titusville Rockets, and just a reminder, senior night coming up this Friday night for the Titusville Rocket football team. Rockets hosting Girard. We got a good one here, though, as we go into OT, tied up at 4.
What a strange game, Luke. What a really strange game. I said at halftime, if you remember, that the first half, you know, I talk about, you know, you see a game of two halves, and I said the first half was a half of two halves, because initially Northeast were on the offensive and Braden Sprong had to pull out 2 or 3 tremendous saves, and then the Titusville offense just clicked, just like that. And at halftime it was 3-0 for the Rockets. We kicked off for the second half, and within about 2 minutes it was 4-0 for the Rockets. And then it was like a complete switch. All of a sudden, Titusville relaxed, and the Northeast midfield took an absolute stranglehold on the game. And they scored a goal with about 20 minutes to go. They scored another, 4-2. Absolutely wonderful shot from Vesic. And they kept getting corner after corner. And from one of those corners, one of the smallest players on the field, Kucinich, just basically did not have to jump, and he was in the center of the goal. I made it 4-3. And then there was a long shot from Macon, which Braden Sprong dived and stopped it. Really strong shot. He couldn't hold it. It bounced off his chest, and there was Vesic ready to pounce. I made the incredible scoreline: Titusville 4, Northeast 4. So here we are after an exciting game. We've seen some brilliant individual skill. We've seen some brilliant team play, occasionally from both teams, and some fantastic goals. And we've moved into overtime. So let's see where we go from here. Strong kick from Corey Peoples. Roberts is having his shirt tugged there. Peoples knocks it in to Nick Wright, who's been one of the stars of Titusville, and he's tackled and fouled by Caden Eastman, who's certainly been one of the star players for the North East Grape Pickers. But the Rockets have got a free kick on the far side, on level with the end of the penalty area. And it looks like Wright's going to send this ball in. I would not be surprised if he goes for goal here. Cade Skinner is basically standing on the goalkeeper. Well, not actually on the goalkeeper, but close by. Ball comes in. It is a shot, and it's a save. The big tremendous scramble around the goal there. And eventually it gets cleared. Well, Wright hit a tremendous daisy cutter shot, which was definitely going in the goal. And Rodney Keith, Northeast goalkeeper, got down very well, blocked the shot, basically bounced off his chest, and there was a tremendous scramble as both the Titusville offense and the Northeast defense desperately tried to get to the ball. There's a long throw in from the Rockets. Kicked away by Kucinich. And Haynes and Vesic fight for the ball. Vesic eventually fouls Haynes. And Peyton Bass is going to launch one from the 50-yard line. towards the northeast goal.
Yep, sure did.
It's headed away though. And I thought Vesic was fouled there in the middle, but no, play on, says the referee. Eastman tries to send Makin down the wing, but well defended. Haynes has had a pretty good game tonight. That's one for Hine to chase. Hine, who scored that tremendous third goal for second goal for the for Northeast, and nearly an own goal. Oh, sorry, not an own goal. Headed by Vesic there, going for his hat trick. He's wearing a hat, so maybe. Braden Strong passes the ball to Bass. Bass tries to get it through to Roberts, but it's intercepted by Hine. And the ball sent out of play to this near side for a Rocket throw. Robertson Foster enjoyed a little mutual shoving and pushing there. Foster in the headband heads the ball out of play for a throw. Long throw by Cade Skinner. Foster heads it away, and then it's cleared by Northeast. Vesic on the chase, but he can't keep that one in. And Adrian Haynes will throw the ball in for the Rockets. Long throw. Foster is winning an awful lot of headers there. Vesic on the run. Puts a beautiful move on the Titusville defender. Northeast passing the ball around the Titusville penalty box, but it's intercepted. Nice play there by Ethan Roberts. Oops, Sadako juggling with the ball. And eventually, after a bit of head tennis, it ends up in the safe hands of Braden Sprong, who launches the ball upfield. Wagner clears. Titus picks up the ball and then seemingly was shoved in the back, but the referee didn't see anything wrong. And we seem to be playing a bit of ping pong here. The tackles are certainly flying in at the moment, Luke. Beautiful overhead. Skinner trying to release Roberts there, but good defensive covering by Northeast. Skinner with the ball on the right-hand side. He's going to send it in, outside of his foot, tries a shot. Roberts on the ball. And people are dropping like flies out there at the moment. Okay, Vesic going for a run. What a tackle by Haynes. Titus doing some sterling work on the left-hand side of the Rocket midfield. Bass was going to take the throw, but it's been given over to Northeast, so Eastman will take the throw. Sadako clears but knocks it out of play on the far side. Hine with a long throw towards Vesic, who goes down in a heap. And it's gone out for a Titusville goal kick. Launches it forward, heading on. And there's an almighty scramble for the ball. Northeast come out with it. And Macon is flying down the wing. And it's a shot, and it's in the bar. Ball still in play. Well, tremendous piece of action there. Titusville got a break on. Going for the little flick. Skinner now. Tries to knock the ball inside. To Riley. And Skinner and Wagner basically exchanging handbags. But that was a wonderful run by Macon. Basically ran down the right wing, set up a chance for Northeast with the ball ending up hitting the crossbar. And as happens with some of these games, temper's beginning to fray a little as the players get tired and a little desperate. Bessick in the penalty area. Knocks the ball across. Hoping to find a Northeast player, but goes out harmlessly to the left-hand side of the Titusville penalty area, and that is the end of the first period of extra time.
Nothing says community more than local sports. Cheering on our favorite teams while our young athletes learn about hard work, teamwork, and building character. At Homerwood, community begins with our employees. Those same traits we look for in our athletes are the same characteristics we look for in our employees. And it shows in the quality of our products that we're proud to stand behind and on. From our employees and their families, we say thank you for making us part of your community. Go Rockets!
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Anderson's can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Right now, I think it's still anybody's game. You just hope that the Rocket players don't feel sorry for themselves for blowing a 4-0 lead. Did you not find me coat, Steph? Did you not find me coat? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay. And away we go for the second period of extra time. Good clearing header by Peyton Bass. Good to see. It looks like the Rocket energy level has also gone up to 2-11.
Well, this is their lucky side, Gary.
Oh,
They
good.
swap sides, so.
Cade Skinner's playing basically right on the northeast back line, looking for a break. I think Northeast, one of the things that helped Northeast was they changed their tactics, I think, in the second half, because if you remember, Vesic was playing a very high line, playing right on the back of Titusville's defense, and was caught offside quite a lot of times trying to, get a breakaway. Well, in the second half, he dropped deeper.